Evening, boys. So we're back at the gym. What's that? Is that the second one or the first one? What day is it? Saturday. That's the second lower body day of the week. So usually we start with shoulders, but today I'm a bit short on time. So what I am going to do is actually kind of perfect because I was thinking the other day I might take a deload week. It's just my legs sometimes, you know, they feel a little bit bare. But it is what it is. We are going to take a deload, I guess you can call it a deload day. So we are going to start with the legs. We're only going to do 3 sets, 2 normal, 1 drop set, and then we're going to move over and we're going to do some shoulders. Probably 2 sets, maybe a 3rd set, but that's pretty much going to be it. So we're going to start here, usual stuff, hamstrings first, get that out of the way. We're going to superset that with some Smith squats. How much am I going to lift? I have 90 kilos here, but it's only going to be 3 sets, not 4 sets. So it should be all right. It's still a deload. It's a light deload day, not even a week. See how we feel. Tomorrow we have accessories more or less, so kind of like arms and a bit of shoulders. That should be good enough. That should be easy. And then we have a rest day, so that hopefully would rest us enough. But we'll find out. Let's begin the first set here. As per usual, 92.5 kilos. Almost the full stack, almost. Full stack is 102.5. We get there. But let's begin here first. Not bad. Not too shabby for a first set, but we're going to start the Smith squats. We're going to go from there. So we are ready to go. We'll have on 60, around 80 kilos. Again, usually we have 100, but I don't really want to go all out. So we're going to keep it down to 80, especially in the quads. Still 2 sets. 3rd set is going to be a drop set, but let's get that out of the way first and then talk about what we're going to do next. But first set of Smith squats. Smith quads. I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? So we're going to start the second set. I'm actually kind of glad that this happened. Because, I mean, through day-to-day life, you know, sometimes you're not going to have as much time as you would like to spend in the gym. So it's always good to kind of like see how other people deal with it, if this makes sense, rather than kind of like be anxious about it yourself. So it's like, if you don't have enough time, focus on the muscles that you're supposed to focus on the day. So for example, today, lower body day, I'm supposed to focus on legs, but we have shoulders. But we're going to get the legs out of the way, nice and quick. 3 sets. 1 of them is going to be a drop set. And then we're going to do some shoulders. And that's going to be it. You don't really have to do too much. You can either just take entire exercises off the workout, or just reduce the volume of sets if you don't have enough time. You don't have to do, you know, you just don't stress about it. There's no reason to stress about it. The thing is, if you come into the gym and you do the workout regardless, granted, you're probably not going to gain, you know, you're not going to gain as much muscle. However, there's an offset delay when you do that kind of stuff, because it's like you're going to be rested for longer, so your body's going to sort of build more muscle in the long run, if this makes sense. So yeah, just don't stress about it. Just come to the gym, still move your body, but that's pretty much all you have to do. So, second set, let's start. Not bad. That's pretty much it for the heavy sets. We're just gonna do 2 drop sets and then a bit of shoulders. And we're done. Righty, so we're nearly done. We're obviously gonna do the drop sets now. The weight is down to 67.5. I think last time we did 70 or 75. You know what? We're gonna go down to 65 just to be safe. I say safe, it's not really a big deal, isn't it? It's just kind of like one of these things where why not? If you're gonna do a deload week, a deload day, might as well just do a deload day, you know? So we're gonna go back down to 65. I rep that one out. I've taken the 10s off the Smith, so we're down to 60 kilos over there. So we're gonna rep those 2 out, and then we're gonna do some shoulders, and that's gonna be it for the day. That's it. That's all you have to do. This was so quick. I swear, I probably spend more time talking than I do actually working out. So that should say a lot. You could probably do this in 30 minutes, and you could just go home. And it's good. It's good to do it. I would actually, especially if you're not a beginner and you're kind of like intermediate or advanced, I would recommend you actually do that every now and again. Not just a day. I would recommend taking deload weeks, especially if you're training hard enough. Your body is going to need them, and you're gonna thank yourself for taking those days because you're gonna grow more muscle off the back of that. Now, let's do this and go do the last set of the Smith squats. Ush. 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 Ah. Whew. Last set of the Smith squats. I love the Smith machine so much. It just, it's not better than free weights, right? I will say this: if you're doing free weight squats, much better for leg development than, the Smith. However, and I have to say this, it's not going to be applicable to all people, but the more you advance, the more applicable it's going to become to you. When you're big, when you have a lot of muscle, especially, free weight, you can move a lot of weight. You can move a lot of weight. So if you're going to do free weights, there is the balance aspect. There is an aspect which is the, what is it called? The axial fatigue. So this is kind of like the amount of pressure that you put on your spine. I don't know if it's because you're just pressing down on it with weight, or because you're trying to balance at the same time the weight as, obviously moving it up and down, and your back muscles here are just working overtime to do that. Obviously, this is kind of like an isometric, an isometric sort of movement for them. They're not really contracting or anything, but it's still, the fact that they are on all the time is quite of a big issue because it does generate a lot of systemic fatigue. That axial fatigue is very real. And the other thing, the Smith squats is so nice to your joints. Like free weights, they're not nice to your joints. Everybody who's been lifting for a while knows that free weights will cause a ton of problems. Even if you have perfect technique, over time, your joints are going to be irritated by the weight, right? But it's just, I don't know, the Smith machine just feels so, it's kind of like you can just isolate on your quads, just only thick quads, and then the rest is going to just kind of like take care of its own self, if this makes sense. So I definitely recommend them. They're very good. You can load them or not load them. You can have your legs forward so you can like mimic the, what is it called again? Fucking hell. Mimic the hack squat is what I wanted to say. Because by having your legs in front, it's kind of like, it's all on the quads. So it mimics the hack squat movement. So it's very good. So I'm going to do the third set. I'm going to do something else different this time. I'm not going to be facing the middle. I'm going to be facing this way. Maybe it's better for the camera, maybe not. We're going to find out. So let's begin the third and final set. Obviously, this is the drop set. So we're down to 60 kilos. Not a lot of weight, but still should be good enough for us. Re-racking might be a bit of an issue. We're going to find out. Oh, 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 oh. Yes. All right, so two supersets remain. Side lats and obviously some rear delts, and then we're going to go to the day. That's it pretty much, so I'm just going to get straight into it because I've talked for quite too long, didn't I, when I did legs. So let's finish off the workout first, and then we can talk about you going. Oh, fuck me. That was like 16 reps. Not bad. Oh, not bad. And some rear delts. I'm going to start with the left. So I'm just going to turn my back on you because I just did right arm. So, it's nothing personal. Uh, uh, ha. Oh. One more superset and then we're done. So we're going to begin the last superset. Same as before, I haven't really reduced the weight because it's only 2 sets at the end of the day. I don't see the point of reducing the weight and doing a drop set. Keep it as it is. We usually do 3. And on these 3 sets, we don't reduce the weight. There is no drop set, right? So I'm just going to keep the weight as it is. Gonna go through that. Then we're going to do some rear delts. And then that's going to be it for the day. Nice and simple. And quite quick. Fuck me. I was 15 and a couple of bar stilts, so let's hope we can do the same with the other arm. Oh. Oh. We're done. We're done for the day. Not bad. So tomorrow, arms. We're probably going to do a bit of shoulders as well, because why not? But that's pretty much going to be it. So today, as I said, if you're running sort of time, still come in and just spend as much time as you can, as much time as you have, doing what you need to do, and just reduce the volume, reduce the weight if you need to, so you can go quicker. You don't have to rest as long in between sets. And that's it. That's all you have to do. I think that was a very good opportunity to show you what this looks like. But in any case, I'm going to see you tomorrow. So, peace from me.